I'm about to challenge myself. A fried chicken, a pizza from scratch. Alright, so I got the easy stuff out of the way. Sliced up the chicken with some scissors. Got the breading ready for all the chicken. Seasoned it up. And then here we have the flour for the pizza dough and the yeast. Alright, so basically all that was 2 cups of flour, a pinch of salt. You can buy packets of yeast if you don't want to get the big thing. 1.5 teaspoons or something of sugar, so it activates with the yeast, and like about the same amount of yeast. Literally all I did was just mix it after I warmed it up with use warm water. 3/4 cup of water if it's kind of doughy. Steal some of this flour I got. Then mix it up with your hands. So here it is after you add some more flour. Now you don't want to make it too dry. You do want it a little sticky.
Yeah.
Because you want it to be chewy on the pizza. So you knead it. This is what it's called when you knead it. You just keep folding it and folding it. And then you make a little ball. And then put it right in this bowl. Well, you gotta cover it and put it in the fridge for like an hour. I think they just say cover it because it kind of keeps some of the gases that the yeast makes contained within it to like help it do its thing. People say, oh, you gotta use plastic wrap or whatever. You can use anything. I mean, you see people use a cloth, whatever. Alright, so I got that in there and I set the timer. Start the timer. The bread's gonna start rising for the pizza dough. Now while this is going, in the meantime, now's your time. You do your first coating on all of this. And since we don't want a lot of dishes, we just rinsed out the yeast and this. This is about all the dirty dishes we have so far. And they're already clean. But we're going to use it. We're going to crack an egg in there. We'll do 3 just for this video. First coating, real simple. This is all you do. Then just do that for your bowl. Here's a helpful tip I found too when you're doing your first coat of chicken. While you're doing this, take your other hand and shake the bowl. It's gonna create like an effect where the top is no longer hard anymore. So it stays soft, and you'll find that it's easier to coat chicken. That like kind of falls in. So you don't have to roll it around, and it covers it quicker. So this is what I'm talking about. You just drop it in, and as you're rolling it, you shake the bowl. I'll do it with another one. Because you'll find if you just keep doing it, eventually it's going to have a hard surface on the top. And now you got to really roll it around, and it doesn't stick as good. So, shake the bowl like this. Now it kind of buries itself more. That's a good tip. So just keep doing that. So we got them coated, and the bowl that they were in is rinsed and clean now. And here's some leftover flour. And we got the eggs. That's one big jumbo pack of chicken. You can see it's pretty high. It's going to take a couple separate cooks. So like it's going to take like 15 minutes. There, put paper towel in it. That had the chicken in it. Rinsed out, clean. It'll be ready for cooked chicken. So you got the pre-coat. Now you dip. Second coat. You can use whatever oil you like. I like this one because I can tell when it's ready because it'll be melted. We did all that in like 15 minutes, less than 20 minutes. And really no dishes because we reused the yeast bowl and we reused the raw chicken bowl. Here's another important thing. Get yourself a dry pair of tongs. There cannot be any water on them. When we get done with the first half of those, it'll be 15 minutes, so that'll knock that down to 25. Another 15 minutes, that'll knock that down to 10. That'll be about ready to make the dough. And the pizza is done in like less than 10 minutes. So what can we do in the meantime? Sprinkle some flour on the table. It's at about 350, 375 between there. What do they call that when you dip it? It's like a bathe or something weird. But you just do that. Oh, egg wash. Yeah. You wash it and then you dry it. And then it's going to go right in there. So we don't prep that part. We just boom, boom, right into there. And then when that fills up, about half of those will be gone. And then we'll put it in here. And we're looking at, we did all that in like 23 minutes. And it goes by quick, dude. This prep time is nothing. And we're just waiting. All that time right there, we're just like waiting for that and not really doing much. That's melted. That's ready to go. Let's get going. We're gonna start cooking now. Try to film the first one. Easy. That's it. That's how you get that crisp. Let's go. You're gonna dip the egg. When you dip it in here, shake it. So like when you put it in this egg wash, you don't have to coat the whole piece of chicken all the way to your finger. This is gonna be crispy enough. We want you to enjoy your experience making this and not have to be a miserable experience. It's fun. You're gonna have fried chicken for days on this. When you're doing this, you're shaking it, goes right in the fryer. Have your little assembly line set up right in front of your fryer like this, man. Smooth, dude. Wash, dry, and fry. See, this sucker is full now, and I still have all this. What are we at? Ah, halfway there. I just use this. You probably could cut yourself doing this, so be careful. Only go like that, not side to side, just like this. You can do whatever you want. You can use one of those or keep a fork. But that works when I got one hand. Okay, when you start seeing the little brown crispies, that's when you know it's time to flip. I like to put it about on 375 too, because every time you add another piece of cold chicken, it reduces the temperature. So you want it to stay at like 350. So you want the temperature to actually be set higher. Now we just flipping them. I'm actually just gonna go by the timer. It was like around 32 when we got started dipping them, right? So we'll just say 30. So when this gets down to 15 minutes, we'll take those ones out and I'll put the other ones in. And while this is going and those are cooking, this is a perfect time to, if you want to add a vegetable, get that simmering, you know. All right. Perfect. Everything's going. That's going. That ain't gonna take no time. And that's going. Important detail about this. Don't flip them too much. If you flip them too much, they're gonna start breaking apart and the breading will not stay on the chicken. Just let them sit in there and cook and do their thing. Alright, we went down from like 30 minutes, now it's down to 15 about. So these should be about done. And we're doing, you know, it's a longer time because we're kind of slow cooking them at like 375, 350, right? We ain't taking them from a freezer and cooking them at 425 or 450. Or they're not pre-cooked, you know, we want to make sure they're cooked. Golden crispy. And if you got a warm and hold setting, right now is a good time to use that sucker. Turn that on. Now we got that much time. Same thing again. You're gonna have so much chicken and a whole pizza, dude. That's just what you got to keep in mind. It's really not that much work to do it all if you just do it. The other half's in there. It's like we about used all 3 eggs, so that's cool. So we got like 5-6 minutes left after dropping all those in there. Right after doing that, I'm cleaning the flour bowl. Do this while you're cooking, and you really won't have nothing at the end. And what? 2 of these, and that's it? Bam! Easy. Remember, don't get those wet. Still need those. Hasn't been an hour yet. We already got a batch made. Second batch going. That dough's about to rise, and it's gonna take 9 minutes to make a pizza. Got these simmering. You're gonna have full dinner. And it ain't even been an hour yet. You don't have any dishes. There's like 3 bowls. You got some tongs here. You got this ready to go. That's easy to clean too. You just wipe that down when you're done. Alright, so when we put that second batch in, this only said like 5 minutes, so these haven't been cooking that long. But actually, this is great. This is great. In 1 minute, the yeast will be ready to roll out into pizza dough. And since the pizza only takes 9 minutes, that means the pizza will be done at the same time those will be done. So you will have the fried chicken and the pizza done and this all done at the same time in about like an hour and 10 minutes. Alright, timer's off. Get your pizza pan, put some grease on it. Grab your roller, grab your dough. That dough was doughy. Put it on there. Give it a couple smacks and a couple coats. Alright, and roll it out.
Who you are, so much you're strong, so you know where you belong. Not the lies of me. You always be. I wake up.
Now, we're going to roll it out a little longer. Because, Vivian, you want stuffed crust, don't you?
Yes.
We took 2 sticks, put them around edges. I've never done this before, so I'm just doing it. Not the stuffed part anyways. So we'll just do that.
Who you are, so much you're strong.
Just like that, I guess. That looks pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to transfer this to this pan.
Oh, God.
Whoop.
Oh my God.
You filming it?
Yeah.
Just put this on here.
And more is getting off right there.
Mm-hmm. I stretched it way too big.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's probably going to be huge bubbles in this pizza. I stretched that way too big. I rolled that out too big. Oh well.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I can just roll the edges out better. Oh, this pizza's gonna suck.
You can just flatten the bumpy parts.
Some sauce.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a mess. Oh no.
Ah, make sure you... Oh my God, I already got it on the table.
Spread that around. Cheese. Put the cheese on there. Alright.
Hey, you got some on the table.
Alright, now before you put the pepperonis on, get your oven preheated. Which means take out the chicken. For this, 500. So while that's preheating, this chicken's going. We can give it a flip now. I didn't flip them yet. You really don't have to flip them if the grease is deep enough, but it depends on how big the chunks are. The big bowl of flour was in. We'll put those in. And then, while this is preheating to 500, we'll put the pepperoni on there. Okay, that's ready. Come on, come on, come on, preheat. Well, looks like we can take these out. By the time you get to the second batch, the grease is gonna be staying hot. The second half will cook faster. Like 20, 30 pieces of chicken breast, fried chicken right here. Turn that off. That will harden back up. And then you can just scoop it out. Easy cleaning. Come on, get done preheating. While the oven's still preheating, we can set that off to the side and clean the dough bowl and the spatula and the table. I just get my hands wet and whoosh, 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 take it to the trash, dump it, whoosh, whoosh. And then if there's still some, we'll use this scrubber and then wipe up the rest with that. The goal is to not have any dishes by the time your food's ready too. Clean countertop where I had all the bowls. They're all done. Pizza ready. Table clean. Chicken done, dude. And the pot of green beans is extra, but no dishes, dude. No mess. Chicken and pizza, baby. Here's what it looks like going in. See you in 9 minutes. Look. That chicken. Look at that crispy chicken. Let me bite some. Show you. Look at that. Look at it. It's so cute. Little stuffed crust in there. Little stuffed crust. It's hot. It's hot right now. Ah, there's some. Cool. Yes.